Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, the honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled The Importance of the Squeeze. Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired by multiple videos from the platform TikTok. First page, fair use, comes from Chaos with Kia. Furloughed mom, day 35, government shutdown. Fair use.
On day 35 of this government shutdown, it is 6:47 on a Tuesday morning. I woke up because I cannot sleep, and I'm at the point now where I am literally physically making myself sick. I've lost 20 pounds since the shutdown, a month has started, and I'm tired, and I know we're tired. I keep looking at the news and I see nothing about us furloughed federal employees. I see nothing. I see no uproar. I see no help.
And this is the point for the squeeze. Okay, if you know anything about a snake squeezes harder and harder and harder to break the will of its prey, so it can eventually eat its prey. All right. Now, what you're looking at is from the concept of order out of chaos, right? And according to ChatGPT, the phrase order out of chaos refers to the ideal that disorder, disruption, or confusion can lead to a new, higher form of organization or understanding. Now, this higher form of organization is referring to what? The New World Order. So let's jump down. Conspiratorial interpretation. In this view, order out of chaos is seen as a motto or strategy used by a hidden global elite, these 13 Edomite families that control this system, or powerful organizations that allegedly want to create or exploit crises such as wars, economic collapses, pandemics, social unrest, and etc. Then impose new systems of control, a digital system which requires what? A microchip, such as centralized governments, surveillance states, or digital currencies under the guise of restoring order. In summary, in the context of the NWO, order out of chaos represents the belief that elites use crisis to consolidate power and reshape the world system. And that's the point. So, going back to the first video.
No signs of help coming. We are fully employed people who are not getting a paycheck. Some of us are going in. Some of us are having to go in and work with an IOU, but these bills aren't IOU. The food's not IOU. The kids' stomachs are IOU. Nothing is IOU. And there's no end in sight with talk that it's going to go through the holidays. How are we supposed to survive? We don't get benefits.
So the elite want the people to break. So then they can present what? The solution, which is Revelation 13 and 16. All right. So the purpose of the squeeze is to break the will of the people so they can usher in a digital system which will require what? The mark, right? So Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell unless he that hath the mark. This shows what? A mandate, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And the number of his name is what? 666.
Get help. Everybody says, your back pay, your back pay. When? If we get back pay, when? That doesn't help us now. Use your savings. You don't think that's what people are doing, y'all, but that only lasts so long. And this economy, that only lasts so long. Why are we the villains in this story?
And this is what they want, right?
Where's the uproar about what's happening to us, y'all? Where's the uproar? This is why I won't sit here and be quiet. We're on day 35. We're about to officially pass the longest shutdown in history.
I did a video some months back, and they said that over 75% of Americans has less than $500 in their savings.
With no end in sight. So I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna. No.
So again, they want the people to break so they can do what? Offer what? The solution. Create the problem so you can get the desired response, and their response will be Revelation 13 and 16 and 17. So with that being said, Exodus 21 and 6. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. If you receive Revelation 13 and 16, right, you're saying that the Edomites, okay, starting with the nobility of Edom, okay, are your masters. They have ownership over you and your family, if your family takes it too. And you have, Salaki, and your allegiance is with them. Okay? Let's see. That's why Yahushua states what? Matthew 16 and 24. Then said Yahushua to his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself. Okay? Denying what? Our mortal thoughts. Okay? Stepping out of the flesh and walking in the spirit, and take up his cross, which is a burden, and follow me. Verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Right? And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. So you're going to have the elect, okay, that will follow Yahushua wherever he goes, that will not comply with this mandate. However, on the same coin, now let's flip that side over, right? You're going to have what? The non-elect that are willing to save their lives, and eventually they will be destroyed. So with that being said, right, when you jump back to Exodus chapter 21 and verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, so let's use a spiritual perspective for our current time. And if the servant shall plainly say, okay, the non elect of Israel, I love my master Esau and Esau's system, my wife and my children, I will not go out free. Okay, so I'm not willing to give up my lifestyle, my so-called lifestyle, and my so-called freedom. Verse 6, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. So in this case, the judges will be people that are authorized, okay, to administer to you the chip. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, okay? Hence these tattoo shops and these clinics, or anyone, okay, that is certified to administer the microchip. And his master shall bore his ear through with an awl. Now, from a symbolic standpoint, according to Revelation 13 and 16, is what? The hand or the forehead. So the ear will be symbolic for the hand or the forehead, through with an awl, and that awl is the mark, the microchip, and he shall serve him forever. Now Esau has complete ownership over the non-elect, and the microchip solidifies the deal. So the purpose of the squeeze is for Esau to present a solution. You receive this mark, okay, now you can participate in this digital system, all right, not telling you that you will still have limited capability within the system, because so-called freedom is done away with. But Esau is also showing you that you will serve me forever. And that's why it's so important, right, to have what? Isaiah 33 and verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge pertaining to Yahweh Shemashah shall be the stability of our time. Stability meaning faith, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So wisdom and knowledge pertaining to Yahweh Shemashah shall be the stability of our times. So
Not talking about it.
Us in the know compared to her, we understand what's going on. We understand what's next too. We understand what they're trying to do. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, we're not breaking. And a lot of us are being affected and will be affected. But again, the difference is that we understand the purpose of the squeeze, and we have the knowledge of Yahweh Shemashah to stabilize us, stabilize our spirit. Okay? Let me get 2nd Ezra 16 and 75. Be you not afraid, neither doubt. Fuck the squeeze. Okay, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts. So the Most High will make a way for us out of no way. Said the Lord power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Right? She's finished.
Because nobody else is talking about it enough.
And she's willing to, or will be willing to do what? Receive that all. Right?
So this Thursday,
we are officially,
while the world looks control, this government shut.
Second video comes from They Are Collapsing the Economy on Purpose, from the page Hala, same platform.
Down is not like the others. It's officially the longest shutdown in U.S. history. People think it's just about politics and budgets, but it's not. It's about control, collapse, and financial reset. They're not fixing the system, they're breaking it on purpose. Everything is becoming so unaffordable and we're living paycheck to paycheck. Most of us are struggling to survive. And I believe as we struggle, they're going to present their solution, which will be digital currency, which will give them full control. Look around. People are losing jobs to AI, the dollar is losing value, and inflation keeps growing. Every shutdown, every crisis, every fix that they create moves us closer to a digital system. Other countries have already shown us how it works. Nigeria has forced digital cash. China ties spending to a social credit score. Europe is preparing the digital euro and is already enforcing the digital ID. In America,
And this shows what? Let's go to Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Because you have kept the word of my patience, I also will keep you from the hour of temptation. It's Yahweh Shai that will keep us from the hour of temptation, right? And this is within the game plan of Yahweh, which shall come on all the world. Okay, so all these countries will be involved to try them that dwell on the earth. So everyone will be tried. However, only the Israelites can pass or fail this test. The non-elect will fail and the elect will pass.
we are next. So I don't think this shutdown is temporary. I think it's transformational. It's designed to destroy trust in the old system so they can roll out the new one. New system will be completely digital. The Bible warned us about a time that would come that no one could buy or sell without the mark. We are watching that.
Now everybody fucking Bible scholars, man. No accreditation to the prophets and so on and so forth. Beginning with the apostles of Great Millstone. Via the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Let's get Revelation chapter 12 and verse 3. Revelation 12 and 3. Then I witnessed in heaven Salakia. Revelation 12 and 3, KJV. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon, which is a representation of the pagan Rome Empire, having 7 heads, 7 kingdoms, and 10 horns. And the 10 horns are vassal states of the pagan Rome Empire. And now these vassal states is the EU, and 7 crowns on his heads. Now, the 7 heads going into these Edomite kingdoms, right? You have the Germanian Major, Germanian Minor, you have Spain, France, Britain, Greece, and Rome. Now, the reason why I brought this precept up, because a dragon is nothing but what? A snake that was modified, right? And a characteristic of a snake is what? It squeezes. And that's the purpose of the squeeze, right? And eventually, going back to the initial video,
I thought about it a little.
On day 35.
okay, so that snake, has this woman wrapped up, this squeeze has her wrapped up, and now her tail is moving from side to side, going into like her thoughts, and eventually she's going to stop thinking. She will no longer have any strength to endure, and she will be willing to do what? Receive that mark if the Most High is not dealing with her. So Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.